on you right now.
The Sedalia community confronts the school district after another suicide.
Plus, a local college makes a move that could help our economy.
And Show Me Missouri takes us to Disney's first happiest place on earth. KOMU 8 News at 6 starts now.
Some Sedalia residents are outraged tonight, and they want schools to fix a problem they say is not getting any better. Good evening, I'm Brittany Pieper.
And I'm Jim Rick. Thanks for joining us. This comes after a third high school student committed suicide in less than 16 months because of bullying. KOMU 8's Madeline Odell is live in Sedalia with a look at the controversy.
The barriers that were once all standing here this afternoon are now all broken down behind me, and the scene here is quiet and clear. But just a few hours ago, right here where I'm standing, students, parents, and community members all came together to protest the way that the school right behind me is dealing with bullying. Now, this comes after another student here, 16-year-old Riley Garrigus, took her life less than a week ago. Riley's death brought the number of student suicides right here at the school to 3 in less than 16 months. With chants and screams, people cried for answers from school officials today. Everyone protesting said bullying has been an ongoing issue at the school and is a major reason why those students took their lives. However, the school says bullying is no bigger an issue here in Sedalia than at any other school.
I was in her life all her childhood. We grew up together. She was like my little sister. I have no words for what people have done to her.
When it comes to bullying, I believe that most situations start with social media after 5 and before school the next day and on weekends, and then the school district works on those issues during the week, so it becomes our problem. That doesn't mean it doesn't happen at school. I believe all schools have issues with that.
The school's principal and guidance counselor got a lot of criticism from today's crowd, but the school district says that they are doing the very best that they can. Reporting live in Sedalia, Madeline Odell, KOMU 8 News.
Missouri is the only state in the nation that does not have a prescription drug monitoring program where buyers go store to store to store. That could change. Today, lawmakers agreed on most issues, but not all of them. KOMU 8's Max Dieknight is live at the Capitol to tell us why behind the scenes there's still a political chess match. Max?
Last week, Senator Rob Schaaf, known as the main opponent to the Prescription Drug Monitoring Program, more commonly known as the PDMP, surprised everyone by coming out and saying that this year he would finally support Holly Rader's bill that includes a PDMP in it. But while many people were rejoicing over that announcement, today here at the Capitol I found out that the battle is still far from over.
This is a coding modification process here.
Senator Schaaf's support came under that one condition, that the amendment that you heard previously mentioned that would require doctors to actually use the database by law be added to the bill. Now, that is somewhat controversial, but if it does get added, here's the process that lawmakers would have to go through. They would have to pass it through the Senate, which has been an obstacle the past 6 years this bill has come forward. But if it actually did make it through the Senate and made it back to the House where it's already passed, the House would then have to pass it again just for it to make it to the governor's desk, and then Governor Eric Greitens would have to sign it into law, which he has indicated he would do if it did finally make it to his desk. Reporting live at the Capitol, Max Dieknight, KOMU 8 News.
Also in Jefferson City, the Missouri House gave final approval to a bill that would allow ride-sharing companies to expand across the state. The law would provide the framework for regulations for companies like Uber and Lyft, like requiring background checks for drivers and vehicle inspections. House Speaker Todd Richardson says it would create thousands of jobs in the state. The bill now goes to the governor's desk.
A new partnership between Missouri's community colleges is training students for high-demand jobs. KOMU 8's Khaki Martin's live in the newsroom to tell us how the collaboration can expand Missouri's workforce.
Brittany, the number of industry-specific jobs is growing, and currently state workers are not meeting the demand. The 12 community colleges of Missouri signed an agreement to work together to open up resources and programs to all students in the state. The president of Moberly Area Community College says this collaboration will bolster the economy by training students for technical manufacturing jobs or middle skills jobs.
The middle skills jobs are really good jobs to have. They pay well, have benefits, they're career type jobs, but they don't typically require a bachelor's degree. They're somewhere in between. High school's not enough, but you don't necessarily need a bachelor's degree. It's somewhere in between.
Lashley says by 2024, 48% of job openings in Missouri will be middle skill jobs. In the newsroom, Khaki Martin, KOMU 8 News.
A woman is in jail after she was accused of stealing from several cars in Boone County. Sheriff's deputies arrested 39-year-old Joyce Reynolds after receiving a report from one of the car's owners. The owner confronted Reynolds, who then walked to a nearby home on Hayes Lane. She then ran from deputies when they arrived. Reynolds faces charges of burglary, resisting arrest, and stealing.
Here's what's happening right now. Columbia police say a man walked into a convenience store this morning on West Ash Street and demanded money. He did not show a gun. He got away in a dark-colored car with an unknown amount of money.
Seemed like a perfect spring day today. Let's send it over to Tori to see what Easter weekend looks like.
Hey, thanks a lot, Brittany. Definitely going to be aviary coming up in a few minutes.
Tori, thank you very much. After the break, we're live at the Roots and Blues and Barbecue lineup announcement.
And later, Show Me Missouri tells us about the memories people continue to share with a legend.
All right, Tori, thank you very much. It's never too early to start talking about the next Roots and Blues Festival. A preview is underway at this hour. KOMU8's Jordan Berger is live in Columbia with the rest of the story.
All right, thank you, Jim. Now, I'm standing here at Key of Columbia, where the artist lineup is being announced right behind me as we speak. Some of the headliners this year are going to include Ryan Adams, Leon Bridges, and Gary Clark Jr. Now, the event will continue into tonight at the Blue Note downtown in Columbia, where there will be a tribute to rock and roll icon Chuck Berry. And proceeds from that event will be benefiting the Blues in the Schools of Mid-Missouri, which aim to teach youth about the history and origins of blues music. Reporting live from Columbia, Jordan Berger, KOMU 8 News.
After the break, the town that inspired the man behind the happiest place on earth.
Learn about it in this week's Show Me Missouri. Walt Disney inspired the lives of many, but one small town shares a special bond with the man that created the iconic Mickey ears. In this week's Show Me Missouri, Christina Salonikas uncovers the magic that started it all.
Walt Disney had many homes, but the place he always came back to was Marceline, where he spent 5 years of his childhood. The town was much of Disney's inspiration through the years, and the people always welcomed him back home with open arms.
They were the dearest people, ordinary people.
Inez Johnson isn't only a volunteer at the Walt Disney Hometown Museum, but also a close friend to the Disneys.
When he called, our children would say, "Dad, Walt's on the phone." It was that kind of a thing.
Disney made the journey back to Marceline in 1956 when the town dedicated a swimming pool in his honor. One of the first places the Disneys wanted to visit was their old farm, where Walt found a surprise.
And Walt Disney grinned from ear to ear when he saw this one, and he said, "I can't believe my dreaming tree is still living."
That dreaming tree was Walt's special place to sketch pictures. Years later, Disney wanted to send a ride to Marceline for the kids to enjoy. Midget Autopia would run 11 years in the town.
This car that you see right here is a part of Disney history, with it being a part of the only ride to ever function outside of the parks.
That tight, close bond between the Johnsons and Disneys has trickled down the generations. The memories that the people of Marceline have with Disney keep his memory alive.
For more stories about Walt Disney's time in Marceline and collection pieces in the museum, visit our website at KOMU.com. Let us know if you have any suggestions on where else Show Me Missouri should visit. With videographer Emma Frazier, Christina Salonikas, KOMU 8 News. Sports is next.
KOMU 8 News at 10. Columbia is looking to replace thousands of feet of sewer lines.
How that could affect roads this summer. Tori?
All right, we're heading into a pretty comfortable evening. Temperatures are back into the middle and upper 60s.
On air, online, on Facebook, on Twitter, on the news app, and the weather.